Hello, and welcome to Media Canvas, a show in which I consume a piece of media and review it. A bonus episode here because the Obi-Wan Kenobi series just concluded this week. In the case of Star Wars, there are of course fan favorite characters, and of course, Obi-Wan is one of those. However, when they announced the miniseries for Disney Plus, I, like many other people, had tentative excitement. Now that it is concluded, I have been thinking about how it landed with me. First and foremost, they brought back Ewan McGregor to reprise the role, and boy did he. I wouldn't even begin to assume that he stopped playing the role between episode 3 in this miniseries. With another decade of acting experience, he was able to give the emotion that the role at this point in the timeline really needed, and he excelled at the things we all wanted to see out of him. They also brought back Hayden Christensen to once more be Anakin or Vader. Many people in the past liked to criticize his acting in the prequel trilogy, and while it wasn't perfect then, he has grown a lot as an actor. Every moment that he was on screen felt fantastic. Our supporting cast was all great. The standouts for me were Vivian Lyra Blair, who played a young Princess Leia in the series, and I was really impressed at the capabilities of the young actress. With some of the usual child actor problems that can exist, I would still say that she managed to fill the shoes of Carrie Fisher in the role of Princess Leia. You really believed that the character here grew into the character we get in A New Hope. The other standout amongst the supporting cast for me was Moses Ingram, who, playing the Inquisitor Reva, third sister, with a stuttering start, I was unsure of the character. The final two episodes delivered a performance that was full of emotional depth and absolutely stunning acting ability that brought the character story to a great conclusion, and I'm really hoping that Moses Ingram gets to do more acting because of this role, as she really did excel. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that some people had bad taste in the way they treated Moses Ingram based on that stuttering start I mentioned, and that was ultimately and initially and always completely unjustified. Now, the big, I don't want to say elephant in the room, but it kind of is. Bantha, if you want to use Star Wars terms. Our storyline. It falls between the events of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and Episode 4, A New Hope. My trepidations about this placement for the series was how it might affect the timeline we already know. Ultimately, what winds up happening is that we get a bridge between the two movies, filling in a blank place between movies with a story that doesn't detract from either movie at all. The initial 5 episodes are good enough to be mostly enjoyable and fitting for the story, with some excellent moments that stand out. It concludes with an episode packed with emotion, action, and so much more that we would all love to see in the Star Wars franchise. And the end of it all was capped with a cameo that I didn't even know I wanted. Our special effects team was as fantastic as ever for the Star Wars universe. From things such as puppets and practical effects to the CGI, if anything, they made moments of action hard to follow with a lot of cuts to different angles. Which, while not perfect, also didn't really detract from the things we have seen in Star Wars combat things with lightsabers and blasters in the past. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series falls nicely into the Star Wars canon. It was an absolute joy to watch. I fully believe that Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen should be given more chances to reprise these roles in other stories. Being an overall enjoyable watch, capped off by a final episode that brought, honestly, tears to my eyes. I'm now excited for future projects in the Star Wars universe, which is something that I wouldn't have said before this. It was always tentative, I enjoy Star Wars, I'll watch it anyways sort of thing, and this makes me excited for the future. That is why I'm going to give Obi-Wan Kenobi a 5 out of 5. If you like what I did here and would like to see what else I do, you can follow me on YouTube and Twitter at DAMEKAGE. Until next time.